Today we are going to discuss about frame relay. So in this lab topology we will see how to configure frame relay point to point connection. Okay, so as you can see, I have chosen one common subnet 10.1.10/24. Now from the same subnet I have assigned one IP on router 1 interface here and another IP to another router 2 interface. Okay, and this middle router we are going to assume as an ISP router because we don't have frame relay switches here in lab. So we'll just configure this router to work as a frame relay switch. Okay, so let's start. First we'll start with the configuration of this router itself. So let me start the console. So now we are inside this router. Okay, so first we need to assign the host name ISP. Now this router serial interface 1/0 is connected to router 1. So let me enable encapsulation here for frame relay. Alright. Now since it is a frame relay switch, we cannot assign IP here, and also as we know that this particular end of my serial end should be DC, so we'll assign the clock rate here. Any value you can choose, you can do a question mark, there are a lot of values, so let me choose out of these values this one value. Don't forget to shut down the interface. Now with this command I'm telling this interface that it's a DCE end. Okay, now let me assign the routing for DLCI number. So this is the local DLCI on the router 1, which will use this interface. So this interface is basically connected to router 2 here. As you can see in the diagram, this is the interface. So my DLCI 100 will come from router 1 all the way to ISP router. Now it will leave this interface to reach router 2. So now just enter the DLCI number for router 2. So let us assume it is 200 there. Enter. Sorry, we forgot to put one keyword here in the command, which is route. Alright, so we configured successfully one of the interface, which is serial 1/0. Now let me show you how to configure the another interface, serial 1/1, which is connected to router 2. So first job to enable encapsulation. Now my INTF type, interface type should be DC because this is my DC end, and since it is a DC end, put a clock rate and no shutdown command, and the frame relay route. Now from router 2 the DLCI number 200 is coming. It will use serial 1/0 to reach R1's DLCI 100. So I think we have done everything except one major command which we forgot to enable, is frame relay switching command. Now let me save this configuration and let me show you the output of a running configuration file. So as we can see here, everything is okay, fine. Alright, so things seems to be fine. So just cross check once again for any error. Okay, so everything is fine. Now close this router Now go to router 1. Start the console. So I just configured the host name, which is router 1. Now let me configure this command inside the console, which is logging synchronous, to stop the console messages interruption. Alright, let me do exit. Let's go inside our serial interface. Our encapsulation type is frame relay. Alright, now as we know that for frame relay point to point we should create sub interfaces. So inside this sub interface we can assign the IP addresses. So this is the IP address here, as you can see in the diagram. 10111 is the IP address for this serial interface 1/0. Enter. Now we need to define the DLCI number here also. The command is frame relay interface DLCI, so it is 100. So let me save this job. So at R1 we have configured everything properly. So let me minimize this router and let me go to router R2's console. Alright. I just configured the host name. Same thing what we did on router 1. Now on router 1 also we have this interface connected to frame relay switch. So first job is to enable the frame relay inside the main interface. Now inside this main interface create sub interface for point to point connection type. Now assign an IP address 10112. So this is my IP address for router 2 interface serial 1/0. Don't forget to do no shutdown. Sorry, I forgot to do no shutdown inside the main interface, so that could be a problem. And the last job is to just put your local DLCI number, which is 200 for R2. Let's save. So we have successfully configured everything. Now just let me test the connectivity from router's interface, whether we can reach this 10112 IP. If we will be able to ping this IP 10112, it means this router in the middle, which is working here as a frame relay switch, is working fine. So that is the main intention behind this lab. Okay, so this is my ISP router. We'll see. Okay, so this is R1. So let me ping 10112. So there are some, I think, configuration error. Okay, we'll check that. So let me show your interface first, whether it is up or not. Okay, so as you can see in this output, it is administratively down, so I almost forgot to make this interface up. So it's my mistake, sorry. Save it. Now again try to ping the same IP. Hope this time it should work. No, it will work because, okay, let me execute one more pinging. Okay, now as you can see, it will take some time. Now it's working fine. Alright, now you can also cross check yourself from R2. Now you can also execute a ping from R2 for R1. which is 10111. So here things seems to be fine. So this is all about your CCNA frame relay point to point connection. Thanks for watching this video.